You're watching the three-time NCMPR Medallion Award-winning Studio Bergen.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Studio Bergen. I'm Dr. Larry Levanka. We've entered 2020, and it's time to look back at the year that was at Bergen Community College. So let's get right into the top 10 stories of the year.
Number 10.
Student Jonathan Aloha saw Bergen County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Christopher Sloma in his rearview mirror, lights flashing. Aloha pulled his car to a stop, but remained concerned about what would follow. Not because of a potential ticket, but because as a member of the deaf community, communicating with law enforcement can present challenges. But this time, and once Aloha identified himself as deaf, Sergeant Sloma returned to his patrol car and returned with a tool to foster communication between law enforcement and the deaf community, a card created by the college's Office of Specialized Services and the Sheriff's Office. The simulated traffic stop took place in November as part of a launch event for the communication card. The colorful communication card enabled Aloha and Sergeant Sloma to interact with each other via pictures and words. The Sheriff's Office has laminated the card and will place it in 70 department vehicles and distribute among 52 officers.
Number 9.
When Suzanne M. Helf returned to Bergen in 1997 after taking time away to raise her daughter, she decided to pursue a degree related to a lifelong passion, the care of animals. Tragically, Helf never completed her studies in the institution's veterinary technology program, passing away shortly after her return to the college that same year. But 22 years and $100,000 in donations from friends and family later, the facility housing the veterinary technology program bears her name. The rededication marks the completion of the fundraising effort led by retired Bergen professor Peter Helf, Suzanne's father, to secure $100,000 in donations toward veterinary technology student scholarships through the Bergen Community College Foundation. 2 decades ago, Helf worked with foundation officials to establish the naming opportunity and fundraising goal in his daughter's memory. Suzanne's brother and fellow Bergen professor, Peter Helf, spoke.
I know this is a somber event, but it's also a blessed event. Somber in that it brings back things for my family that, we hope maybe that we would never have had to deal with in our lives. I'm the eldest child, and, theoretically, as we go down the row, it shouldn't have happened the way it did, but it did. But there were a lot of good times.
Number 8.
In the summer of 2019, Bergen lost its Board of Trustees chair, Carole Otis. A trustee during terms from 2007 to 2012, and again from 2016 to the time of her passing, Otis led the board as chair from March 2017. She also represented the trustees on the Bergen Community College Foundation Board of Directors. The college remembered her during a memorial event late in the year, unveiling a plaque in her honor.
Carole and I spent many hours in conversations about the college and our families. She always made sure, though, that I was prepared for every meeting and every situation. Knowing Carole for over 16 years, I found her to be an extraordinary, kind, caring, and a wonderful woman. There isn't a day that goes by that when I think about this college, I say to myself, what would Carole do?
Number 7.
More than 1,500 students applied for the Jack Kent Cooke undergraduate transfer scholarship. Only 61 received it, and 3 were Bergen students. In fact, 11 Bergen students in the last 5 years have earned the award. We spoke with this year's winners, Mikiko Freund, Wan Jun Kang, and Lindsay Nanja.
I was incredibly delighted, but also surprised and shocked, especially since it's such a prestigious and competitive scholarship and community to be a part of. But it definitely is a life-changing point, especially with choosing schools. Even making it as far as semifinalists motivated me to apply to more prestigious schools because I might have an opportunity to afford it and study there. So incredibly life-changing for me.
I was really honored just to be a part of the very select group of students to be given the opportunity to have this life-changing scholarship, I think it's really hard to put into words just how much it means to all of us to get the award.
I have always wanted to be a doctor for a long time, and I just didn't know how I was going to pay for college. It was always a big, problem for me, because I'm wondering, if I can't be able to pay for college here at Bergen Community College, how will I pay for college and med school? But getting, the Jack and Cooke scholarship gave me hope. It filled me with so much hope that, yes, I'll be Dr. Janja one day because of Jack and Cooke. So I was very honored, humbled, happy. I am still happy, still feeling like someone will wake me up and tell me that it was a dream.
The Cooke Foundation Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship represents the largest private scholarship in the nation for students transferring from two-year community colleges to four-year institutions that award bachelor's degrees, awarding students $40,000 per year for college.
Number 6.
In another scholarship, 500 students applied for 15 spots in the Governor's 2020 STEM Scholars Program, an initiative to cultivate, attract, and keep top STEM talent in New Jersey. Only 3 community college students in the state earned entry into the prestigious group. Each of them was from Bergen. The 3 students will now lead research projects while mentoring high school students from across the state. They will present their projects in May 2020, where the top entry will receive an award. Adelia Cooke discussed her project with us.
I decided to focus my project on trying to understand more the external stimuli to the human brain, and since we have access to the BrainMaster technology, which is a new technology that records brain activity, I just wanted to continue more on this since there is still so much to know about the human brain.
Participants will also attend conferences led by STEM professionals to highlight possible careers in academia and industry for STEM majors throughout the year. The Bergen students remain excited about the possibilities.
I didn't have too much information at the beginning, but then I started to figure out who participated in this, and students from PhDs, masters, even with bachelors already, they are the ones that participated with us. All of us, we were 500 applicants, so I felt really honored for that.
It kind of made me realize I kind of used a lot of the opportunity that Bergen Community College offered, and if I didn't, I probably wouldn't have gotten in. And there's so much more I could be doing here, and I want to encourage other people in this college to keep looking for resources, so they can also get these awards and eventually transfer to another school.
Number 5.
Joined by government officials, healthcare industry partners, college leaders, and students who began apprenticeship training programs, Bergen announced the acquisition of a $12 million U.S. Department of Labor grant during an event in the institution's Health Professions Integrated Teaching Center. The Bergen-led application represented one of only 23 projects awarded a total of $183.8 million by the federal government during that cycle. President Dr. Michael D. Redmond said the grant reflected Bergen's mission.
In short, the grant creates opportunity and it expands economic mobility, both of which are central to who we are as a community college.
As part of the Scaling Apprenticeship Through Sector-Based Strategies grant, Bergen now leads a consortium of partners to expand and enhance apprenticeship programs for more than 5,000 New Jersey residents. The 4-year NJ Health Works initiative includes 14 community colleges and healthcare partners. The New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development and its commissioner, Robert Asaro Angelo, also supported the consortium's application.
Apprenticeship works. Apprenticeship reduces employee turnover and increases productivity. It builds a pipeline of skilled workers and creates a built-in model for succession planning. And it opens the door to federal and state funding like this and resources, because we know that investing in a stronger, fairer economy is good for everyone.
Number 4.
Assisted by a student-constructed robot and joined by Bergen County government officials, faculty, staff, and institutional leaders, former President Dr. Michael D. Redmond cut the ribbon on the $1 million STEM Student Research Center in April. Bergen County Executive James J. Tedesco III also spoke at the opening.
This is about giving students an opportunity and a chance, and really in a field where we really need young people to continue to advance themselves. And Bergen Community College is stepping up. I talked before about how we started back in the late 60s with just one small building, and look where we are today, opening a STEM center.
In addition to County Chapter 12 funds, the U.S. Department of Education and Emil Buehler Perpetual Trust all help support the construction of the $1 million facility, which features large showcase windows that enable observation from outside the center, a drones robotics wing, a makerspace, and mini-course classroom.
Number 3.
In recent years, the college's Phi Theta Kappa chapter has notched numerous honors. None will top last year's, though. Bergen's Alpha Epsilon Phi chapter of the Honor Society of Two-Year Colleges earned the prestigious Distinguished Chapter Award, recognizing the group as the best in the entire world. We got reaction from those involved.
2 weeks ago, we came back from the annual convention in Orlando, and our chapter was recognized as the most distinguished chapter in the organization, meaning that we are #1 in the world. It was a huge accomplishment for us. It is the first time that a chapter from the entire Middle States region has won this award. So saying that we were shocked and excited is an understatement. But yeah, we're very, very proud, and I'm personally very proud of the work that the students have done this year to reach this recognition.
In addition to the Distinguished Chapter honor, the group earned 24 other awards, including international and regional recognition, and students who will serve on various organizational boards.
Number 2.
Last year marked a changing of the guard in Bergen's leadership in more ways than one. Longtime faculty member and president Dr. Michael D. Redmond retired December 31st, capping a career that saw him lead the institution through a period of renewal and stabilization, initiating significant reform, including a reorganization of the executive team and academic and administrative units, and working to stabilize the institution's finances, human resources, and the Bergen Community College Foundation.
So many people go through their lives just trying to get through the day. But having meaning and purpose in your life, that's so important. And what I want to say to this college, and what I want people to remember about this college, is that we're involved in something that matters, that makes a difference.
Dr. Redmond was succeeded by Dr. Anthony Ross, a seasoned higher education leader who stepped in as Bergen's interim president while the trustees conduct a national search for the college's 8th president.
There are things that are in place that we want to continue that will continue to help shape Bergen for the future. We cannot miss a step in that.
Also last year, the college welcomed new members to the Board of Trustees: Ritzy Morales Diaz, Krista Flynn, Stephen F. Polino, Adam Silverstein, and Brian Gomez, while Dr. Brock Fisher and Ronald Miller joined the executive team.
Number 1.
At the biggest event of every year at Bergen Community College, the class of 2019 and the state's tuition-free Community College Opportunity Grant took center stage at the institution's May graduation ceremony at MetLife Stadium, led by a grant recipient and one of the state's top champions of the program. The class, which featured more than 2,000 students, included Community College Opportunity Grant awardee and class valedictorian Lindsay Nanja.
Coming to Bergen Community College changed my life for the best because I found a family, a support system that has loved me and nurtured me, molded me into the lady I am today.
Nanja overcame personal tragedy to become the class of 2019's top student. Both of her parents passed away from AIDS when she was just 2 years old. Since then, she has aspired to become a doctor and hopes to conduct research on the disease that claimed her parents' lives. Meanwhile, at the event, New Jersey Secretary of Higher Education Dr. Zakiya Smith Ellis delivered the keynote address, focusing her remarks on the state's renewed support of higher education, including the Community College Opportunity Grant. She applauded Bergen for its rollout of the grant program, which ultimately provided a tuition-free college experience to 500 students during the spring pilot.
We know that allowing more students the opportunity to go to college and to complete is one of the smartest investments we could ever make as a society.
That is our top 10 of 2019. Do you think we got it right? Let us know in the comments. For Bergen Community College, I'm Dr. Larry Levanka. Thanks and take care.